This is the fourth and final part of the paper solution of the model paper set by the Goa Board for the 2021 batch. This is for section D, that is the expression section. So we begin with the dialogue. The first thing you need to do is to check whether whom it's happening. You have Marco as one person. Is Tsunami Charles is the second person. More importantly, he is his friend. What does that tell you? You have to speak using tu. Okay, you can already get the clues here. You can see tu, ton. Okay, so your first is a blank, so you have to set a question which will get this answer. Je vais à la gare pour prendre le train à Mumbai. So if this pour is telling you that you have to use why. Okay, so pourquoi, this is your framing questions coming into play. Pourquoi. Now je has to become tu. So instead of je vais, it is tu vas. Okay, now you invert. Pourquoi vas-tu à la gare? Why you go to the station? You always start a conversation with a greeting. Okay, you can say bonjour. You will never start straight away with pourquoi. Okay, always start with a greeting. Then the second blank you have to fill is also a question. Okay, this question mark is telling you that you have to write a question. You don't have a choice. So the answer to that is oui, j'ai mon billet. C'est un aller-retour. Yes, I have my ticket. It's a round ticket. Okay. So what will the question be? Here it's not a question word. Here it is a yes or no question. So the oui is the answer. So you will just have to invert this. So j'ai is tu as. So it will become as-tu. Mon billet will have to become ton billet. Okay. You cannot say do you have my ticket. Do you have your ticket? When you're writing it in your answer paper, make sure you write it as 7A, okay, your main question, and then just write the sub question 1, 2, 3, 4 and write your answers. There's no need to rewrite the entire dialogue. Now, he says, yes, I have my ticket and all that. So the next question, the question is given to you. À quelle heure ton train part-il? At what time does your train leave? So now you have to supply the answer. So what will your answer be? My train leaves at so and so time. So ton train will become mon train. My train part. How do you talk about the time? You can say à 6 heures du soir or you can give any time. Okay. Then tu vas y rester pour combien de jours? For how long will you be staying there? So it's again a question. You have to supply the answer. So tu vas y rester. So your answer will become je vais. Tu vas becomes je vais y rester. For how long will you stay there? So je vais y rester pour combien you take out and just put the number of days you want to put. 4 days pour 4 jours. Okay, and that's it. Okay, so the next question is 7B, which you have to write carte postale. For this batch specifically, you have to write 1 out of 2 carte postale, meaning both the options for you are the same thing. Okay, just the topics will differ. So let's read the first one. Vous êtes Vinod, Vinita, name. Vous habitez à Ponda, place. Écrivez une carte postale à votre oncle. Person is given here. Le remercions d'une somme d'argent for a sum of money qu'il vous a envoyé pour votre anniversaire. For a sum of money that he has sent you for your birthday. So, I have the body of the letter already typed and kept, but I just want you to look at the format, okay, how we write the format. So first you will write the place in the right corner, which will be Ponda, and then you will write the date. Look how you write the date. Le, see the number, then the month, whose first letter is in small, and then you have the year. This is how you will write the first line in the right corner. Then you come to the left, leave a line. Come to the left, you will write whom are you writing to? Cher oncle. So cher will be CHER. Oncle, please give him a name. Okay, cher oncle Neeraj, for example. Okay, and then a comma. Then you leave a line and you come to your body. You can read this for yourself, but one thing I want you to realize is see how the start has been done. Okay, see how the end has been done, and in the middle see how vous has been utilized because you're talking to someone who is older than you. That is one point you need to keep in mind. Then after you write the body, you leave a line, and how do you end? You say amicalement. Okay, you can write this to the left, you can write it to the right as well, there's no problem. amicalement, and then you write the name of the person. Write only one name, Vinod. Okay? Then, let's look at the second one. Vous êtes Nita Honoresh, name, et vous habitez à Polvory, place. Écrivez une carte postale à votre ami Preeti or Pranav. So, whom you are writing to is given here. Lui décrivons un pique-nique avec votre famille. Describing to them a picnic with your family. So again, I have the bodies already ready for you, but let's see how you write the format. Okay, so you start with the place in the right corner, Porphyry, and then you have the date the same way, le 6 janvier 2021. Then you leave a line and you come to your share. Now you write it to your friend, you don't have to say cher ami, you give him the name. So I've taken it as the boy, so cher Pranav, comma, leave a line, write the paragraph as you wish. Okay, cover important points, so much is more than enough. Okay, now see how the start has been done. Comment allez-vous for formal, comment ça va for informal, écrivez-moi for formal, écris-moi for informal. Okay, describing your experience at the picnic. Then you leave a line and you write amicalement, comma, and your name. Okay, can you see how je suis allé has no agreement? Therefore, it is the boy who is writing, so you have to put the boy's name. If you're writing as the girl, then make sure all this agreement is happening. Okay. Now the next question is paragraph writing, question 8a, where you are given two topics and you have to choose any one of them and write around 40 words. Okay, it is up to you whether you want to use the help points or whether you don't. That is purely your choice. So I have attempted the second one, which is ma ville préférée, my favorite city. And I have chosen to use the points that they have given. So I'll quickly read through it. Ma ville préférée s'appelle Panjim. C'est la capitale du Goa, un petit état d'Inde. J'y suis né et j'y habite. Il y a de beaux endroits à Panjim, comme l'église Immaculate Conception et le jardin municipal. Les touristes qui y viennent aiment faire une croisière sur la rivière Mandui ou visiter la plage de Miramar qui se trouve près de Panjim. Le quartier latin de Panjim s'appelle Fontainebleau. Les gens de Panjim sont toujours amicaux. J'aime beaucoup cette ville vivante. Okay, so now when you're writing something like this and you already have a link to your textbook, for example, Panjim from the first lesson, Delhi from the sixth lesson, it's safer to stick to things like that rather than go to talk about some other city, or example, even Paris that you had studied in the ninth standard. Okay, talk about things like that because you have the necessary vocabulary already with you instead of trying to talk about some other place or other topic. For example, if you want to talk about Mumbai or something, then we studied a lesson about Mumbai, so it will become a little difficult. It is always advisable to stick to topics that you know, okay, especially when it comes to the vocabulary. Now, the first topic, which I didn't attempt on top, une visite au magasin de vêtements, that is also familiar to you because of your last year's portion. The fourth lesson was au magasin de vêtements, at the clothes shop. So what can you write there? Avec qui vous y êtes allé? With whom did you go? So you can say avec mes parents, avec mes sœurs, avec mes frères, avec mes cousins, whatever. Quand, when you went. You can say le week-end dernier, la semaine dernière. Okay. Pourquoi, with whom? That's important. So you can say, sorry, pourquoi is why. So you can say pour acheter de nouveaux vêtements. Obviously to buy new clothes. So you can say pour le mariage d'un cousin, for my cousin's wedding, and so on. Pour mon anniversaire, for my birthday, so on. Ce que vous y avez vu. You can say j'ai vu beaucoup de beaux vêtements. J'ai vu beaucoup de gens qui achetaient des vêtements. I saw a lot of people buying clothes. Okay, and then you can say ce que vous avez acheté. Whatever you bought, you can use your clothes vocabulary here. Une chemise, une jupe, un chemisier, un pantalon, une ceinture, and so on. And then you can say that you paid the bill and you left. J'ai payé l'addition et nous sommes sortis chez nous. Okay, that is how you can write the first paragraph roughly. And you come to the picture description. So for you, I've described the first picture here. Okay, c'est une image qui décrit une famille qui se compose d'un mari, sa femme, un fils et une fille. Ils déjeunent dans la salle à manger. They're eating, they're having lunch in the dining room. Le fils raconte une histoire. The son, the boy is telling a story. Et tout le monde l'écoute attentivement. Can you see how you've made use of an adverb? And everyone is listening to him attentively. Now you talk about what you can see on the table. Il y a beaucoup de plats sur la table. There are a lot of dishes on the table. Okay. Et chacun a sa propre assiette. And each one, every one of them has their own plate. C'est une belle famille. It's a beautiful, it's a happy family. Okay. If you would, you can also talk about their clothes if you want. Okay, to add some more weight. Then, if you want to talk about this picture, what are some things you could talk about? You can say enseignant because there is a teacher, she is female. Okay, les élèves are the students. Then you can say she has a ruler in her hand. Elle a une règle à la main. Okay, then you can say they're sitting at their desks. How do you say their desks are les pupitres? Okay, she is standing in front of her desk. Now the teacher's desk is called le bureau. Okay, elle est debout devant son bureau. She's standing in front of her desk. Then behind her you can see that there are some maps. So you can say il y a des cartes contre le mur. There are some maps on the wall. If you want to specify, you can say you can clearly see that this is a world map. Carte du monde. You can see that this is a map of the US here. So it is une carte des États-Unis. Okay, what else can you say? She's teaching them. Okay, and you can see that they're raising their hands. So ils lèvent leurs mains. Okay, so you can talk about all these things when you're describing the second picture. So this is the end of the model solution. We've done all 4 sections, and this in all probability is the last video for this year's 10th standard batch. Thank you for following along and watching the videos. I wish you all the very best and much success.